Yo, what's good, Philly? It's Breeze, and you listen to Young Bulls Podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everybody, it's your boy Dinari here. Long time no see. Actually, hasn't really been a long time. We had an episode like 2 weeks ago, but we back at it. Young Bulls Podcast, episode 8, I believe. I'm here. I'm here with my boy, my co-host, man. The host with the
Duh.
most. It's your boy. Hey, it's Jamaal. Say what's up to the people, man.
Shit, you already know what it is. You already know we back, man, with another heater, bro. You already know what it is, bro.
Yes, sir, man. So, thank you guys for tuning in as always, man. We again thank you guys for your support and your ongoing, just people listening to the podcast and everything like that. But
Yeah.
before we, get going, we got a good episode for y'all today. Before we get going, man, how's your week been, man? Like, what's been happening
Hey.
in the world of Jamal this week?
Yo, you know the craziest thing, bro? I literally got to meet the New York Knicks this week, bro.
Yeah.
Let's go. So the Knicks was training at McGonagall, and I just happened to run into them. They were just leaving the building. I was walking in. Hey, I met Derrick Rose, R.J. Barrett. I met Julius Randle. Who else I meet? Emmanuel Quickly, and I think Jericho Sims. Hey, that was crazy. But my week has been stressful. I had a lot of work, bro.
Nah, I feel you. I feel you.
Crazy.
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie, man. My week's been pretty tame. I mean, last weekend I turned 19, so went to the Temple
Yeah.
game. That was
Did we
that
win?
was something. No, we got blown out. It
We
was
got
bad. We
on
were
your
up by like,
birthday.
bro. We were up by 4 at halftime, bro, and we lost by like 20 something. It was bad. Shout out Jarris Walker. Jarris Walker is a hooper though. I knew he had it in him,
I
but
lost by 20?
bro, it was bad. It was bad. People were leaving early. I left early.
Wow. Well, hey, how was your birthday though? Hey, big
Hey,
19.
it was chill, Big 19. Feel me? I feel old, I got to take care of my retirement funds and stuff right now because I'm old and stuff. I got to get ready for my ARP membership and everything like that. So, that was cool. The week's been pretty chill for the most part. Yesterday I think was either
No, no,
yeah,
no,
yeah,
no,
yeah. I already told
no.
Jamal when I had.
No,
Hey,
bro.
look,
We
me and Jamal, we had our, pivotal. We had our little game 3 1-on-1 matchup yesterday. Jamal's gotten better, but he is still yet to be able to beat me yet.
Oh my God,
It
dude.
was it was something.
Do
I
you
mean,
hear how happy he is in his voice?
hey,
Like,
hey, all I'm saying is that I still got it.
bro,
Even better,
bro, bro.
better than ever. But
First of all, that literally my first game since the last time we played. I haven't even hooped like that in so long.
hey, that sounds like an
I was
excuse.
pulled up in khakis, a belt, and track shoes, bro.
Hey,
I was
hey,
wearing work clothes, bro. I was
he
off a
was.
shift. Like
I'm not.
what?
I'm not gonna lie. He was wearing work clothes. He was wearing khakis, but he
I had a
still
belt on, bro.
no. But you know what's crazy? I literally said to him. I said, "Yo, what are you doing?" He said nothing. I said, "You trying to go play some basketball right now?" He could have easily said, "No, no, I don't feel like it. Nah, you see what I got on. I can't play." He said yes. So I said, "Okay, all right, cool, cool, cool. We go up there. He takes a little warm up shots, and then we go in. We play the game." Now I remember right before game point, Jamal, you want to tell him what I said, or you want
What
me
did
to
you
just
say?
say?
I don't even remember. I
Oh,
just blocked it
I
out.
said this is going on the podcast. That's what I said.
Oh, you did say that. You're like, this is going on the podcast.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. I was
Bro, I
like, this
wasn't
is
even thinking about the podcast, bro. I was just humiliated, bro.
yeah, man. The first 2 times we played those were that was some hilarious basketball. But
What? What's
yesterday
that supposed to
that
mean?
was something for sure, though. I
Yeah, it
mean,
was intense because you can't guard me. You cannot guard me, bro.
Jamal, you have yet to beat me yet, and we're talking
Bro,
about who can
in
guard
my
who.
prime, bro, just
In your
imagine me in my prime. I never lost my handle, bro. I lost my
Jamal,
handle
you're
like 10 times
18. You're
yesterday.
18, bro. You're still in your
My
prime, bro. You acting
my
like you're
prime was
30.
last year,
You
bro.
acting like
My
you're
prime was last year.
36.
Senior year of high school, bro. You can ask, bro. Ask Javi, bro. Ask anybody that knew me, bro. Bro. I was the best basketball player in the school.
Oh nah. Hey, whatever high school Jamal went to, I don't know what high school it is.
Academy at Palumbo High School.
All
Anybody that graduated 2022, you know Jamal Raheem was the best hooper in the school, bro. Ask anyone,
Anybody,
any Palumbo Griffin that's listening right now, you know I was a hooper.
anybody who went to that high school, if y'all listen to this and y'all hear this man talking about basketball, I need somebody to
Yeah,
attest to, like, at least say he's
bro.
lying or something. I need to see clips, bro. I need to
Who's
see clips.
lying, bro? You can literally pull anybody up, any Palumbo, bro. Hey, anyone who went to Academy at Palumbo, you already know. You know. I was at the rec every day, bro.
Bro, I'll ask Max next time he gets on. I'll ask Max.
Max didn't go to Palumbo. Max went to SLA, and they
But
got
he's seen
no
you. He's
hoopers,
seen you
bro.
hoop before. So
He seen me hoop when I was 12, bruh. Back in middle school, bruh. Max can't go. First of all, Max couldn't guard me then. What makes you think he can guard me now?
hey, Max. I didn't say anything. I didn't say
Max can get
anything.
the smoke. Max can't drop a single point on me, bruh.
Oh my gosh. Hey, Max, if you listen to this, bro, he said you can't guard him. I'm just a messenger. I'm just here. I'm just here listening to this. But he said
Bro,
you can't guard him.
Max
So
can't
Max, if you
guard
want
me.
to take care
Max,
of that, take care of my light work for me, bro. But he
light
can't
work.
play
All
me
right,
anymore
that's
until he
crazy.
beats you. But
What? Bro, I'll play you tomorrow. Stop playing with me, bro. Wait
don't
till
you
I get
don't
back in my
either.
prime, bro. I
Jamal,
will
you don't want
smoke
that,
you,
bro.
bro.
Jamal, you don't want that, bro. You
I
don't want that.
absolutely.
You don't want that, bro. But as we, we talked, you usually do a weekly catch up, whatever. And, as we said it throughout every episode, it's pretty much tradition at this point. Pretty much tradition, but what's been your 5 songs you've been listening to this week, man? What's been part of your
I'm going
weekly
first.
rotation?
You already know what I'm saying.
It's gonna be Little
Man.
Dirk, man. Just go ahead and say Little
Whoa,
Dirk.
whoa, 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 whoa. I just had a shooter at my crib. I hired guards. I ain't going back to jail doing life. I'm being smart. If I do go back to jail for buying pills, I'll buy a bar. What song is that? Oh, shoot it at my crib. Hey, 5. Shoot it at my crib, bro. I love Lil Durk, bro. I
Oh my
love
god,
Lil
bro.
Durk.
Oh my
Nah.
gosh. Every
All
time
right.
he's done one of these things, he's always had Dirk on it, and he'll start singing it like we're supposed to know what that is.
Well, nah, the real ones know. The real ones know. I bet the real ones are singing it along. They, bro. All right, hold
Bro, just continue, bro. Continue.
what was that? I was at 4. Okay. Low key, low key, low key. You could put Lonely Child at 4. NBA YoungBoy. You'll see him again. Because 3, you can get Renata by NBA YoungBoy. And at number 2, you can put Green Dot by NBA YoungBoy. And at number 1, let's see. Should I go YoungBoy? Should I go Dirk? Should I go Vaughn?
This is so sad, bro.
It's sad? Huh? Did I just hear that?
I said this is so sad,
Huh?
bro.
What happened?
Nothing. Continue.
Oh, all right,
Continue.
all right. That's what I thought. Let me see. Number 1. Ah, ooh. What's that song? What's that song with Meek, Lil Durk, and Lil Baby? The one
With
where
me,
remember the music video where Lil Baby came out the locker room and he like unzipped his hoodie? I don't remember what it's called though.
the song with Meek Mill, Little Dirk, and Little Baby.
Yeah,
Let me search this thing up. Still running.
bruh. Yeah. Still running. I'm still running.
All right. No, that was something. All right. For my
Durky yo, Smirky yo.
okay, you're done. All right, for number 5 for me, this is already proven to be the better list, but I got The World Is Yours by Nas. Shout
Oh
out
my
to Nas.
god, you're trying to appeal to the old head viewers that we have,
No,
bro. I
no,
already see what you're trying to
actually,
do.
no, actually, I will say we learned about Nas last week in my hip hop class I'm taking this semester. I have newfound respect for Nas, so I
Spit 3
rock.
bars from Nas right now. Any Nas song right now. 3 bars.
Whose world is this? World is
That's the
yours.
chorus, bro.
It's
You're
mine.
singing the chorus.
No, you said 3 bars. You said 3
All right,
bars.
3
So that
bars.
could
3
be
bars. Let's
anything.
go.
That I just gave you 2.5 right there.
All right, I said 3. Come on.
Come on,
Whose world is this? The world is yours. All right.
it's mine. It's mine. It's mine. Whose world is this? It's yours.
I think anybody on this earth could.
Number 4. All right.
Right,
Number 4, I got Justine's Interlude by Goldlink. Goldlink's the dude that sings Crew.
Don't
So,
care.
I had to put Goldlink on there. Number 3, I got Kelly Price by Migos. One of the most underrated songs on culture. You gotta stop. You gotta stop. You just at this point you're just hating. Number 2, Everybody Dies by J. Cole. Because of course it's Jermaine.
But when I put Little Dirk on there,
hey, it's J. Cole. J. Cole, if you're trying to sit up here and try to compare Little Dirk to J. Cole, you tripping.
Little Dirk could beat J. Cole in a bar for bar. In a bar for bar and in a versus
Gosh,
and a
man.
hit for hit. Anything, bro.
Oh my gosh, you need help, bro. All right, number one,
I need
number one, I got Awkward Freestyle by Eam Triplin. That's what I got.
I don't even know who that is.
He up and coming, but that's what I got for my number one. That's
How long's
part
he
of my
been up and coming for? 4 or 5 years?
All right, bro. All right, bro. All right, bro. All right, bro. You just got to part of my list, bro, because I put J. Cole in there, bro.
At least you put him second this week.
Bro, I mean, I'm trying to have some variety in my list. Your list is pretty much the same thing. It's just Dirk,
And Young
Youngboy,
Boy.
more Dirk, and then a side of Youngboy. Like that's what it is. That's
Little Dirk. Bro, Dirk is so tough, bro.
bro.
He's
Stop.
so tough.
No, he's not, bro.
Number one Spotify Wrapped every year, bro.
Bro, stop, bro. Like
What do you
this
mean
is
stop?
he's not good. He's not like that, bro.
Give me 3 reasons why Lil Dirk is bad.
It's repetitive. Number one. Number
Cap.
two. Yes, it is. Most of his songs are talking about either the same thing or like a variation of something that he's rapped about before.
J. Cole doesn't have one good song.
Hold on. You did not just say, hold on. Yo, no. Hey, time out. Did you just sit here at 10:18 at night and tell me on Friday, February the 10th, that J. Cole does not have one good song in his music catalog? Bro, you joking right now? You being bro? Are you joking right now? You being serious? Bro, are you joking right now? Or are you being serious, bro?
I'm being serious, bro.
Oh my gosh, bro. And this is what happens when you don't be listening to that real music, bro. This is exactly what happens, bro.
Bro, you're such an old God, bro.
Oh my gosh, bro. Oh my gosh.
Calling rap
bro.
real music in 2023 is crazy, bro.
That real music,
okay, we
bro.
get
I'm
you
talking.
turn 19. You're not that old, bro. You're not that
bro,
old.
J. Cole is that real music, bro. You over here talking about.
You got my granddad's taste, bro. My granddad literally listens to J. Cole, bro. He
Your
literally
granddad
listens to all
has
the
great
rappers
music taste, bro. Your grandfather has great music taste.
Nah,
If you listen to J. Cole, say that little smirky stuff you listen to. I don't even, bro. Like, come on, bro. There's no way you tell me that J. Cole has no good songs. I know you have a J. Cole song on your playlist, bro.
I don't. I don't think I do.
Oh
if I do, it's probably like John Morant, I'm on my Grizzly. That's probably the only song I have on there.
Oh my god, bro! You gotta have something for it too.
I might have even taken it out because it just gets old.
Oh my gosh, bro!
John Morant, I'm on my Grizzly. Hey, that's the only way.
Oh my gosh, bro!
He doesn't rap about drugs and guns and stuff.
All right, moving on.
Huh? What happened? Oh, all
right. moving on. Speaking of music, man, you just messed up my whole spirit for the rest of this episode, bro.
Hey, that's what I'm here for, man.
Hey, Jamal, just go to the next segment, bro. Go to the next segment.
Hey, so since I know so much about music and my music taste is A1, we're going to talk about the Grammys. And my input is going to be very, very unbiased and it's going to be very good. And I really know music, as we can see. I don't know why he's laughing because.
Bro, I'm not laughing, bro. I'm crying, bro. This is like a dark day, bro, in this podcast, bro, that we got, bro.
I really know music very well. I listen to a lot of variety of music, as you can tell, every year, every week. So my variety is crazy. So we're gonna talk about the Grammys. Hey, Grammy nominations. We had some very, very great Grammys. Great nominations, great moments.
There was some robbery that happened too.
Robbery? Oh, what happened? Robbery?
No, I'm saying there was some robbery with the Grammys. That's what I'm saying.
No, I don't think so. I think everybody deserved it. Hold up.
All right. We're gonna have a field day with this one.
Oh yeah, I will. Oh yeah, this is gonna be very fun.
All right, so for the first major award from the Grammys, we have Record of the Year. It's awarded to artists and the producers, recording engineers, other than the artists. So the artists that we had in this nomination were Adele, ABBA, Beyonce, Mary J. Blige, Doja Cat, Steve Lacy, Kendrick Lamar, Brandy Carlisle, and the winner of this was Lizzo with About Damn Time.
Lizzo?
Yes. Yes.
In a minute, I'm gonna need a
That we do not need to start singing every
So
time
to
we
pump
have
me
like a
up.
winner.
Nah, that song is I mean, come on.
For record of the year though, like bro, as much as people were playing Bad Habit on TikTok and stuff, like
It's a good song.
I'm surprised that didn't win. The Heart, I thought The Heart was gonna win too. The Heart, that was
I mean,
Kendrick
that
Lamar.
whole list was mid that they put out there.
Bro, what?
All those artists are mid.
Oh my gosh. Bro, what? You heard the artist that I said, right?
I mean, I kind of fell asleep to the halfway point, but
Adele, I don't know who ABBA is. Adele, Beyonce, Mary J. Blige, Doja Cat, Steve Lacy, Kendrick Lamar, and Brandy Carlisle. I don't know who that
I don't
is.
even know who that is, bro.
I don't know who that is, but Doja
I
Cat,
think
Steve,
if I had to choose from the nominations, wait, what was Beyonce's song?
Break My Soul.
How's that go? Is that the
You don't break my soul. You don't break my soul. Everybody. That's all I got.
Bro? These are all songs that my store plays 24/7, bro, on the radio. And when I'm working, I have to hear it all the time. Bro, this is how I know all these songs. I would never listen to this in my free time, but I know the words to all of them because it's all I hear every day, bro. The freaking wait, what was the Mary J. Blige one? I think I know what it is.
I actually don't know. I've never heard of the Mary J. Blige song. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I think Steve Lacy. I thought Steve Lacy would have won that. I mean,
I
all
did
of those
too.
songs are good, but like, I don't know. They need
All
more
right.
artists on there, more
So Lizzo.
rappers.
All right. So Lizzo had that. So now we have album of the year. So we have Voyage by ABBA, 30 by
Who is
Adele,
that?
Bad Bunny, Renaissance by Beyonce,
Mm,
Mary J. Blige again in this one, Brandy
dang,
Carlisle,
dang,
Coldplay, Kendrick Lamar, Lizzo, and the winner of
dang.
this was Harry Styles with Harry's House.
Hey, hey, not gonna lie, bro. I'd rather have Harry win it than anybody else on that list.
What?
Nah. I think any of them could have won it for real, for real. Like, I think Beyonce had a good chance of winning it. Mary J. I mean, it just really comes down to like who has the better fan base at this point.
For album of the year though, I felt like that was Kendrick's album was
Nah, there's no way Kendrick would have won over Harry Styles, Lizzo, or
bro,
uh
yes, bro, there is a
Beyonce.
way. There is a way, bro.
Nah, bro. It's by fan vote, right? Is it fan vote?
I thought it was from like the I didn't know Grammys were fan voted.
I
I don't know.
I don't know what it is, but I mean, music is suggestive. It has to be like fan vote. What are they gonna say? Like one is better than the other? Like
Yes.
I think it's fan voted. So I mean, come on, Harry Styles has like the craziest teenage girl fan cult of all time, bro.
Okay, I get that. I mean, yeah, no knock to Harry. That's cool and all, but
No,
like,
all knock to Harry.
all right, but that's all right, but like, cool, like that's cool, but like, come on, bro. Like, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, that was Kendrick's first album since To Pimp a Butterfly, and To Pimp a Butterfly came
Dang,
out when I was like in 5th grade.
that's crazy.
That album, I feel like that should have won album of the year. That's just
Well,
me though,
apparently he's a good rapper when he doesn't upload in like what 10 years.
bro. Oh my, bro, you're really missing the mark on these, bro. Come on, bro.
I'm
Come
spitting
on.
fire takes today, bro. I'm going crazy today, bro.
All
I'm
right,
on
so
fire right now, bro.
all right, so the next we have song of the year. So we
Bet.
have ABCDEFU, About Damn Time by Lizzo, All Too Well by Taylor Swift, As It Was, Harry Styles,
Hey,
Bad Habit, Break My Soul, Easy on Me, God Did, and The Heart.
what is
Yeah,
the criteria for this, bro? I feel like you're just picking all the popular songs, like, bro.
I don't know.
Put
I
some
don't
like
know.
put some Uzi on there or something. You know what I'm saying?
And the winner was Just Like That by Bonnie Raitt.
Who is that?
I don't know.
Are these TikTok songs?
I
Like,
don't know.
what is the
I
criteria
don't
for
know.
this, bro?
I don't
Bro,
know. I don't know.
I missed it when Kanye won every Grammy. You know what I'm saying? Kanye and Beyonce. Who got the most Grammys? Oh, Beyonce, right?
I think yeah, Beyonce definitely does.
Man, where are where's the like the real music? Like this is all radio music, bro. This is NPC lobby music.
This
This
is
is
this
like,
is
come
yeah,
on,
man.
bruh.
This is
All those songs that you played, As It Was, all those songs are literally retail songs, bruh.
Beyonce
Retail
also
songs.
Beyonce also took home a Grammy for the song Cuff It, um best R&B song,
Cuff It.
which
How's that go?
it's a song on TikTok. That's all I know.
Oh my. Wait,
It's a
how's it
song
go?
on
Wait,
TikTok.
I think I might know it. I don't know. Bro, this is ridiculous, bro. I feel like most of these are on TikTok. I know Steve Lacy was, but like,
Best
what is the criteria for this, man?
the best rap performance. So God Did got a
Rap.
nomination by DJ Khaled.
Oh my God.
Doja Cat got a nomination. Young
She's not even
Thug,
a rapper.
Gunna and Future, Push and P, they got a
Oh
nomination.
my gosh, that song is
Glorilla
not
got a
good.
Glorilla got a nomination, and the winner of this
Wow.
was Kendrick Lamar.
Hey, at least Kendrick got something for you. Hey, I know you're happy about that one. What are you getting
No,
for?
no, wait, time out. Oh
What?
no, bro. And then the next category, best melodic rap performance. It was
Oh, Uzi. Uzi. Easy.
no, no. Let me tell you it was Beautiful, DJ Khaled, and SZA and Future. These nominations. Wait for You, Future with Drake and Thames, First Class with Jack Harlow, Die
Oh my
Hard,
God.
Kendrick Lamar, Big Energy by Lotto. And the winner of that was
It
Beautiful.
was
I mean,
Jack
the winner
Harlow,
of that
wasn't it?
was Wait for You with Future and Drake.
Okay. All right. All right. That one deserved. That song is actually like decent. I feel like that's the best. That's the best song that won,
Yeah. And
in my
then best
opinion.
rap song nominations were God Did. Bro, come on, man.
Bro,
They,
this is not
come
fair,
on,
bro.
man. Come on, man.
This is like
Uh,
all the mega popular artists, bro. It's like, wow.
so we got God Did, Churchill Downs, Push and P, and then Wait for You. And the winner was The Heart. Thank gosh. All right, cool. And then best rap album. You see, this is where people were saying that Pusha should have won. But here are the nominations. Let me know what you think. We got DJ Khaled with God Did.
Oh my gosh.
Future, I Never Liked You. Jack Harlow, Come Home, the Kids Miss You. Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, and It's Almost Dry by Pusha T. The winner of this was Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers.
By who?
Kendrick Lamar.
Oh, bro, I don't know. This is like all the mainstream rappers. It's not really my thing, you know.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know, because
Grammys is kind of weak. Like,
that's, that's what I'm saying,
I
man.
feel
The
like
rest,
every year it's gonna be Beyonce and then whoever the like and then like Drake or whoever the most popular rapper is or something.
yeah,
Like Jack Harlow.
that's not
That's
even a bad take.
crazy.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like Jack Harlow, cool and all, but JID didn't get a nomination for the Grammys. JID had a good album,
Bro, like oh my God,
bro.
dude.
What, come on. You telling me that none of the rappers that you haven't heard from in any of these nominations, they could have at least taken Jack Harlow's spot on these nominations, bro?
Bruh, I don't know. I don't know half of the people. I don't think I've heard a single song in any of these things that you just picked, except the ones that I hear at work. Like the Grammys is crazy, bro.
That's why I don't even watch the Grammys anymore.
Nah, it's just like, oh, Beyonce won again. Hey, at least, hey, Beyonce probably has more Grammys than I don't know.
Beyonce has a lot of Grammys, to be fair. She
She's
has a lot of Grammys. Yeah, like most of the stuff is like EDM and visual art.
yeah, I'm so good. You know what I'm saying? Like this is just all mainstream. Like,
This
bruh,
is
if you listen to mainstream rappers all the time, hey, you do you. You know what I'm saying? But I need some.
there's a lot of nominations. I did not realize so many there's so many categories for nominations when it
Bro, it's
comes
just gonna be
to
like
my
Kendrick
gosh.
and I don't know what rappers win Grammys at this point.
Drake, Kendrick, maybe J. Cole. Definitely J. Cole. I don't know why I'm saying maybe for. Come on, it's Jermaine. It's Jermaine.
Okay, buddy.
It's Jermaine.
I feel
All
like
right, so
21 Savage has a couple.
yeah. So like
Post
this, like,
Malone.
all right, I'm gonna search up what rapper has the most Grammys.
But they're gonna put rappers like that just like aren't really rappers.
Jay Z
Like
has
Doja Cat is
24.
not a rapper.
Jay Z
Okay,
has 24. He has the most.
yeah, that's insane, bro.
That
Jay Z
yeah, that's
24.
that's actually pretty cool. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
nah,
lie.
Grammys is not for me. I don't listen to that kind of music. I don't listen to that like
When I was little, I used to get the Grammys.
mainstream.
I used to get the Grammys and the Oscars confused. I'm not gonna lie.
No. Oscars is that's like actors and stuff. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm trying to remember. Oscars. That's where Chris Rock smacked Will Smith. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's where it was.
Vice
Yeah,
versa.
yeah, that's where it was. Yeah, but
That was
yeah.
crazy,
So
bro.
that was the Grammys. All right. So up next, we want to talk about.
Min.
Up next, we want to talk about the Super Bowl. We got the Super Bowl coming up on Sunday.
Denari has no room to talk here because he's not an Eagles fan.
All right, man.
So,
All right, man. But yeah, up next, we're gonna talk about the Super Bowl and what's gonna take place, on Sunday and everything like that. I'm excited. I'm
if
excited.
anybody sees Denari on Broad Street when the Eagles win, I want you to grab him and put him back in the house. He can't
Look,
come outside, bro. He's banned.
scared to
Can we
come
put a ban on Denari?
outside.
Can we put a
Nah,
ban on this man?
bro, you can't do that, man. I'm an honorary Eagles fan.
No, don't say that, bro. I got
Listen,
text messages, bro.
listen,
No.
bro. Listen, bro. Look, I'm trying to think big picture, right? So as y'all know, me and Jamaal go to school in Philadelphia. If the Eagles win the Super Bowl Sunday, we don't have class on Monday. So that's why I'm trying to,
Yo.
Jamaal don't see the big picture. Like, we want the
Nah, my
Eagles to
professor
win.
straight told me we got class on Monday no matter what. Like I was
Dang.
like, what? I was like, nah, bro, that's crazy.
Hey, listen, think about it like this. You can't have class Monday if you in the city having fun on
Exactly.
Sunday.
Bro, I commute, bro. There's no way I'm going to class on Monday. It's gonna be packed. You think I'm riding a Broad Street line? Oh my, nah, bro. I'm
All I'm
so
saying
good, bro.
is that, hey, I heard stories about Philadelphia and their fans before I came up to Philly. But when the Eagles won the NFC Championship like 2 weeks ago, yeah,
All
that
we did was
was,
win the NFC Championship. We didn't even win the whole thing. Imagine when we win the whole thing. You
bro.
know how many Eagles fans that we gained in Philly
Bro,
now, bro?
I went to me and my friends. We took the Scepter to go to the city, and we left like with 5 minutes left in the fourth. We didn't realize how packed it's going to be. We're walking up Broad Street and everything, and we just like a slew of green and everybody saying "Go Birds!" Everything running towards the Scepter station. Scepter station was at capacity. Everybody was on the train. We got to the city. Everybody was wilding in the city.
And this was
Everybody.
just to go to the Super Bowl, bro.
Yes, people were throwing beers. The bus station stand, that thing collapsed. People were staying on poles and everything like that.
Real ones were there in 2017 when we won it. If you was in Philly in 2017 when we won it, you're a real one.
Yeah,
We
for
got
sure, for
people
sure.
like Denari. We got the migrators
Look.
infesting our city and everything. Nah, bro.
Hey, look, it was cool. It was definitely an experience, though. It was a movie for sure. So for
Oh, it's gonna be
Sunday,
crazy on
we're,
Sunday.
if the Eagles take care of business against Kansas City, which, as far as what I'm hearing from every sports outlet in the world, is that either they're going to take care of business, it's going to be a blowout, or it's going to be a close game, but they're still going to win.
Everyone has the Eagles, I think.
Everyone has the Eagles,
It's
which I'm
crazy.
kind of like, you know, that's cool and all, but don't I mean it's Mahomes. You get what I'm saying?
But before we get into the game, I want to hear like what's going on Sunday? Like what's the plans looking like?
As far as Super Bowl,
Yeah.
I mean, watch the game. That's all I
Where
got,
do you watch the game at Temple though? Like, do you
bro.
just watch it in your dorm, like on your phone or something?
Nah, I'm pretty sure people having like Super Bowl parties and stuff like that.
Oh, you live in Morgan though, so you got TVs in your little John, don't you?
No, but I'm not gonna be in Morgan watching the game though. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna go somewhere to watch the game,
Oh,
preferably near a subway station. So if
you
it's a
gotta be
blowout,
careful, bruh. Because if you
oh,
lose, oh my God, I would not want to be in Philly if we lost. Because imagine we lost the World Series.
but
So
I didn't. But when we lost the World Series though, I didn't see anything crazy happen. Well, I didn't go to the city when they lost, but
yeah, well, you didn't see anything crazy happen because we weren't supposed to even be in the World Series.
right. But we
Everyone knew we were going to the Super Bowl.
right. That is true. Everybody was saying when the season started they going to the Super Bowl.
We knew we were going to the Super Bowl once we were like what eight
Question.
and 0.
I got a question. So when if the like Philadelphia sports teams when they lose like championships and stuff like that, like major teams like the Sixers, Flyers, Eagles, stuff like that, if they lose championships, do people still go to the city and like go crazy and stuff?
Well, mind you, I'm 18, right? The
Yeah.
last time a major team lost in the finals for Philly was probably what 2005 when the Eagles lost to Brady. So I was one.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, but I can't imagine it will go over because like Philly fans, I mean we every the bad rap we get we deserve, right?
Yeah.
So I don't think we're gonna riot, but I think if you're at a party and people are drunk and we lost, it's gonna be
Oh my.
something,
Oh yeah.
right?
Nah. Oh
Especially if we
nah.
lose to a close game, it's gonna be crazy. But I don't think we're gonna go to the city on purpose and like just mess
That's
stuff
what I'm
up.
thinking too. I feel like
But
you
if
know.
you're in the area of
Yeah.
a
If,
party, it's gonna be
if you're
crazy.
definitely, hey, look, if you're a Chiefs fan that's in the city of Philadelphia right now,
Why?
or
Leave,
yeah,
run.
I'm not gonna lie, man. You probably got until like 11:59 tomorrow night to just, leave, cause, bro, it's
The
Sunday,
city
so
is on edge, bruh. Like
sit,
everywhere I go, like it's just Eagles,
bro,
Eagles everywhere.
bro. I saw someone on IG today. Somebody had like, they're selling like pastries, whatever, and they had like a pastry with like red M&M, yellow M&Ms, and a green one. It was like, pole greasing pastries or something like that. It was. Yeah, but all I know is that the city's been painted green for like the past week and a half. Like this,
Yeah.
like the buildings are have green on them and everything like that. The city's on edge, man. The city is on edge right now. So, I mean, what's your score prediction for the Super Bowl, though? I mean, obviously you got the Eagles, but what score you think you gonna give?
I said 31-24 Eagles, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I really don't know. It could be either one of two things. It could be a high scoring game or it could be a defensive game. But the Chiefs defense is not that good, right? So
That's
I
what I'm
think
saying.
it's going to be a very high scoring game. Now it's a matter of fact of if we blow them out or if we just maintain control. But I don't know. I mean, we can look in depth really quick about these rosters. I think Philly has the most complete roster in the league
That's what I'm saying. And their defense has been amazing all season.
all season. Our
All season.
defense is our offense has been very turnover free all season. We had one game where Jalen Hurts threw two picks in against the Bears. Then we had that Commanders game where we turned it over I think four times because we had two fumbles and I think Hurts threw a pick. Well, and then Hurts fumbled as well. And we lost that game. And then I mean, what's his name? The dude, our backup. I should know his name. I forgot.
Oh, Minshew?
Yeah, Gardner Minshew. Yeah, he threw a couple picks, but like I mean, that's not our full team. So I want to go our full team turnovers. We have turned the ball over very, like rarely we turn the ball over. We had a couple AJ Brown fumbles, but he was sick. Like
Right.
I don't know if you heard, but he popped his blood vessel in his eye from throwing up, and
I
he still
remember that.
played. Yeah, so he was sick when he fumbled. Jalen Hurts threw a pick against New York when his shoulder was literally sprained. So if we're good, we don't turn the ball over. We can look at the rosters. So quarterback goes to the Chiefs. Running back game definitely goes to the Eagles. Receivers go to the Eagles. Offensive line goes to the Eagles. Offense total goes to the Eagles. Defense goes to the Eagles. Corners go to the Eagles. Defensive line goes to the Eagles. Tight end goes to the Chiefs. And that's it. I only think the Chiefs that like everything the Eagles have them beat in every part of the game except tight end and quarterback.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying too. I mean, I feel like as far as the Eagles and everything's concerned, um, their O line amazing, their defense amazing. Their defense, like pass rush defense, is amazing. The safeties, they've been great all
They're
season.
doing great. Even
They've
the
been
rookies been
really,
great.
they've been really great all season. Like the Eagles have the most complete team. The only thing the Eagles can do that can mess them up is they start playing non-Philadelphia Eagle football. You get what I'm saying? Like they start making
Yeah,
mental
if
errors. They start getting penalties. They start turning the ball over. They do things that they weren't doing all season. And
we have
they
not lost a game because we got outplayed. We've never our three losses, we did not get outplayed in any of those
okay,
three losses. We beat ourselves.
okay. Realistically speaking, if Hurts played against New Orleans, that would have been a W. If Hurts played against
Oh my
Dallas the second
god.
time, that would have been a W. But the Commanders game, the reason why the Eagles lost that game was because they were playing outside of their,
Exactly.
outside of themselves.
We lost our the Commanders did not play better than us at all. If we were our normal selves, we would have destroyed the Commanders.
Wasn't like because of penalties or something, or it was something that happened.
We fumbled three times
Yeah,
because we had the Quez Watkins fumble, we had the Dallas Goddard fumble, and then I think it was if AJ might have fumbled or Jalen Hurts might have fumbled on a sack. And then so we had all those fumbles, and we still lost by one score, and the game came down to the last couple seconds when Taylor Heineke gave himself up, and the momentum caused a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah.
So we barely even lost that game after all those penalties. Now you could say the same excuse that we barely beat the Texans, we barely beat the Colts, which is true, and we barely beat the Bears, right? But when
Right.
you look at the Texans beat the Cowboys. And the Texans have been playing good teams close all year. They played the Chiefs in overtime. They beat the Cowboys in overtime. I think they or no, it was it Jacksonville that beat the Cowboys in overtime. Might have been Jacksonville. But the Texans were they almost beat no, yeah, the Texans almost beat the Cowboys, my fault.
Right. 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 Yeah. Yeah.
And then the Colts, that game we should have lost. We won 17-16 off and like a last second touchdown run. We just did not play good that game. But the Colts did beat the Chiefs this year, but either way, that was just us. And then Jacksonville, we were down 14-0. We won that game, but we were down 14-0 to Jacksonville. I think Jalen Hurts might have threw a pick six in that game, or either one of them did. And then, but when you look at Jacksonville, Jacksonville made it to the divisional round. Jacksonville won out their season. They won their division, and they beat the Cowboys. So like all the teams that we almost lost to are good teams, and we
Right.
didn't play like ourselves. I think the Eagles can easily get a win here if we just don't turn the ball over. I think that's the one thing. If we don't turn the ball over, we win. I
If
don't think
they
we can lose.
if they just play just the brand of football they've been playing all season, the Eagles are going to be virtually unstoppable in the Super Bowl.
I
If
mean,
they
look at
play
us in the divisional round,
in the
or no, the
division,
conference championship. I mean, not the division, the conference championship. When we had obviously the quarterback thing, but think about why the quarterback got hurt. The 49ers have one of the best offensive tackles in the game. They have a great passing tight end. And we got to the quarterback. Able to get to the quarterback, it caused an injury, which is sucks. Nobody wants to see an injury happen. But when you say, oh, all of our QBs were hurt, why? Because Hassan Reddick hurt one of them, and then Dominican Sue was able to get to the quarterback again, and he hit his head, and they just didn't have any. They just didn't have any quarterbacks. But even if you make the excuse our defense was tired because the quarterbacks had no offense. If you take away all of those scores, even a Devontae Smith one hand catch that wasn't a catch, if you take all that away, we still win 10-7
I
or
agree with
7
that.
3 or whatever.
I agree with that. And also too, even with Purdy or Lance or whoever was starting, you would be stupid if you wouldn't have Philadelphia winning. Like I heard people saying after the game, "Oh, Philadelphia got lucky. They had the easiest route to the championship." Philadelphia's been the best team in the
What?
NFL all season, and I'm a Saints fan, but I know this. Philadelphia has been the most consistent team in and out of all season and just
And the
playing
healthiest too.
and healthy. Like
We've been
Hurts
really
was
healthy. I mean, towards the end we got banged up, but like we looking at things, we have been really healthy. We have the most starters healthy in from the season, I think.
that's what I'm saying. Like they've been playing a brand of football where you're looking at the team now and you're looking like, yeah, like as Nick Sirianni said, he said like literally in the hype video, whatever, he was like, or after the last game, he was like, they already got there. Let's just go ahead and win the whole thing at this point. So I mean, I have the
It's just
Eagles
not
winning.
fair, man.
Yeah, it really isn't. It really isn't. But it
It's
goes
not.
to, I mean, it's not fair at all. It's not fair at all.
Like, how can our team be this stacked and stay healthy? Like, we
I
lost Chauncey Gardner Johnson, but then we had a our fifth round safety. I think he was the fifth round, sixth round. Blankenship. He came in, picked off Rodgers, and he played really well. Like, I think the only hole in our dude, I'm saying this like for real. Like, our only hole in our roster is our punter, and he just got replaced because we just got our punter back from IR.
That's not even a hole anymore. That's filled then.
It's filled, yeah. I don't know, like, what can you say is bad? I mean, we got a great running back room. We have Jalen Hurts. We have the best offensive line. No question, we have the best offensive line. I don't think it's a question. Okay, no, Tyreek Hill and Waddle, but we have top three receiving core. I think I'd say
As,
third
I mean,
behind Chase and
yeah,
Higgins.
as I said already, man, the only way they could lose this game is if they play outside of their strengths, and
Yeah,
they play outside of their strengths. That's the only way they can lose this game. Outside of that, Philadelphia should have no problem taking care of business against Kansas City. Mahomes is going to do his best to keep his team in it, But Philadelphia all around is the best team, and Philadelphia all around is going to take care of business and win this.
I'm
I have.
very nervous, bro.
That's what I'm saying. If you're an Eagles fan, I mean, I would be nervous too. Mahomes, I feel like everyone has the Eagles to win, which is weird because in the last Super Bowl, didn't everybody project the Eagles to lose or something to the Patriots?
Yeah, we didn't have we
Right,
were
y'all didn't
very
have y'all
banged
starter or
up.
whatever.
We didn't have Wentz.
Right, so I mean, it's definitely different to be the favorite, but I mean, like I said, as long as you play your
Weird.
brand of football, it shouldn't be an issue.
The
So
Eagles being a favorite is not our brand. It's like we're always been the underdog, and now that we're the favorite, it's just weird that seeing people say Philly could be a dynasty. Philly has the best team of all time. I'm just like, wow, this is crazy. But I don't know. I don't know what this game could look like. I don't know what Mahomes. I mean, you never know what Mahomes is gonna do, because it's like that's just him. But I much rather would have played the Bengals. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm nervous for this game because this is not an easy game.
it's not.
It,
It's
now, if
against
the Eagles make it look easy, then that's crazy. Then that's just wow. Then the
If
Eagles
the
are just
Eagles
that
go out
team.
there and make Mahomes play like a regular quarterback, that would actually be impressive.
Well, then what else can they say? You know?
They really can. So that's what we got for that. But my final score for the game before we you move on is Eagles. I got the Eagles winning 34-21. Philadelphia winning
Okay.
34-21. It's going to be close at first, but Hurts and the Eagles, they're going to pull away and they're going to take care of business. And yeah, that's what I got.
One last thing that I want to say is that Hertz has played in two national championship games, and he played. He was a Sooner, and he played for Bama. But I don't know if he made it as a Sooner. But I know in Bama, he got benched for in the
Oh,
first
Tua.
half for Tua, and then in the second year he came back for Tua. He got replaced. He replaced Tua because Tua got benched. So Jalen Hurts has been in the national stage before. Obviously, you could say the Super Bowl is different, blah blah blah. But he's played in a
Mahomes,
big game before
Mahomes
twice.
has two. I mean, yeah.
I
But
mean,
Mahomes,
Mahomes has won the Super Bowl. You know, I mean, Mahomes is always going to be the more experienced quarterback. But I just want to say
I feel like Hurts
Jalen
has a
Hurts
lot to
isn't going to
prove.
choke.
I feel like Hurts is definitely going to prove people, so many doubters wrong who weren't really Hurts believers when the Eagles got him and when the Eagles had him starting like 2
Yeah.
years ago after Wentz left. So
I'm Hurts being drafted by the Eagles at the time in 2018. When did he get drafted? I don't even remember. It's like
2019, 2020.
after Wentz just came off an MVP. I don't know. Wentz is just unfortunate, man. Imagine having an MVP year, blowing out your knee, getting replaced by a journeyman, and then
Journeyman wins the Super Bowl, gets a statue, and then you
gets
get
a statue.
he got a statue. He got a
Like, what do
statue.
you do if you're like the like you
Bro,
question
I'm
yourself? Like,
heated.
am I the
Nah, I'm
guy?
heated. I'm heated, man.
Exactly. And that's what
And
happened to Wentz. And then
not
you
only
on
that,
top of that, you draft a quarterback.
not only that, dude gets a statue, right? Dude gets a statue, and then you get kicked out of the city, pretty much like outed out of the city, right?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the journeyman is still has a career in NFL right now. Journeyman, yeah,
Well, I
he's on
think
a
he's
bad
done
team.
now.
Yeah, probably not now, but
I
he
hope
got a
so,
ring.
man. That was scary. If you know what I'm talking about.
He got a ring. Like,
Yeah.
that's
He
amazing.
got the
So,
MVP.
yeah.
I mean, he's unanimously the worst Super Bowl MVP of all time, but like Philly, like Carson Wentz probably had so much confidence in Juice when we saw that after he blew out his knee, Foles comes in and just wins it, made it look easy. We beat the dynasty Patriots 41-33.
If I'm not mistaken,
I
the
think that's
Patriots
how it
only
went.
lost like 1 or 2 games that year.
I don't remember how much they won, but I know that Philly shouldn't have won that game, and we did handily.
The
Malcolm
dude was pulling out
Jenkins.
trick plays. The dude was pulling out trick plays against them, man.
It was amazing. It was a great game. I know Gronkowski scored and I was stressing, but bro, it was just crazy. I think that and then imagine you get ousted from the city, come back as a commander, get sacked 9 times. 9 times, bro. The Eagles have the best defensive line in the modern era, I think.
Yeah.
How many players? We have 4 players with double-digit sacks. I bet I'll name all. We got Sweat, Hargrave, and Sweat, Hargrave, Graham. I don't know who the Reddick. Yeah, man, I know my team, bro. Like isn't that crazy?
Yeah,
How unfair that team is, bro.
it's
We got
amazing, man.
70 sacks on the season, and 1,000-yard rusher, MVP candidate quarterback, interception leader as our safety. We got TJ Edwards, who I think is top 3 in tackles as a linebacker. And then we have the best offensive line. And then we have two 1,000-yard receivers. That's good. Bro, Madden couldn't even make a better roster, bro.
It's amazing. It's
Man, this
amazing.
Super Bowl
Like
is gonna be it's gonna
it's
be
it's
amazing.
it's gonna be
It's gonna
good.
be it's gonna be high scoring, I think. Now I'm confident it's gonna be high scoring.
It definitely will be. It's gonna be a shootout for sure. First team that makes a mistake is gonna end up losing the game.
Mm, that's
That's what I
scary.
feel like. First team that makes a mistake is gonna be
It's gonna be
the
little punting, I'm thinking, because the Chiefs don't have a great defense, but their offense is so good that the Eagles' defense won't be able to keep up. So I
but
think it's gonna
I
be like
will
just
say the Chiefs of
offense.
the past, like with Tyreek Hill and Tyreek Hill and I don't know who else left, but
Uh,
Hardman is still there,
um,
right?
Scantling left. No, Scantling became. Yeah, Hartman's still there, but he's not gonna play in the Super Bowl. He's on IR.
Okay, never mind. So I would be more worried if this was like the Chiefs like 2 years ago. But I feel
Yeah,
like the
that team
Eagles,
was not fair, bro.
yeah, the Chiefs 2 years ago, if the Eagles are playing them, I'll be like, oh, like nah, like that's not it. But you know, I feel like the Chiefs this year, I feel like the Eagles have no problem taking care of business this game. As I already said, what did I say, 30,
You
38,
said 34-21.
34-21? Yeah, thirty-four
Yeah.
twenty-one. Eagles bring their second Lombardi to Eagles bring their second Lombardi to Philadelphia to Broad Street, and everybody's climbing on the poles. But that's what I got.
Hey, no class on Monday, so
Hey, no class on Monday. Yeah, Owls and Eagles, birds fly together. So I mean,
no, don't
and
put
tell them to do
Temple
your
Owls in
thing.
the same conversation as the
Hey,
Eagles.
all right,
That's
just
jinxing at this point.
gosh, yeah, and especially not for football. Ugh. But
Oof.
yeah. But hey, go into the next segment though, Jamal. What we doing next?
Hey, so NBA Super Bowl. I mean the NFL Super Bowl. The NBA has had some crazy, bro, absolutely insane, bro.
What a wild
Like
week.
I would sleep during most of it.
What a wild week.
Man, it's just sad all around for
For,
for the Nets specifically.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
for
yeah.
those of you who don't know, the trade deadline happened. And the NBA trade deadline is always insane. We always see superstars get moved in the trade deadline.
Hey, before we go any
But
further, Jamal, let's give a round of applause to Shams and Adrian Wojnarowski. Let's give a round of applause, man, because I'm
dude,
not gonna
nobody
lie.
cares about those nerds.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, dude. They were putting up
They
like
snapped.
insane numbers, bro. With
Shams came
like
out of nowhere. Yo, Shams is the GOAT. Rookie of the year for Shams, bro.
bro, Shams was putting up numbers like I've never seen, bro. Like
Shams is Luca.
dude was doing his thing. But yeah, just from top to bottom, just from even like from Sunday to Thursday, just a wild week for trades in the NBA. We had big
So much
ones. We
stuff
had
happened this week.
you said what?
I said so much stuff happened this
So
week.
much, so much. The Nets, Nets they offloaded some major superstars.
Man, James Harden, Kyrie Irving, and Kevin Durant
Gone.
only won one playoff series for that 3 years that they were
And
together.
they've only played 16 games together. They only played 16 games together.
Wow. You put me in the NBA, I could play 16 games without
All
getting
right,
hurt.
all right. NBA is a little bit ambitious, Jamal. Let's say G League, maybe.
All right, G League, I could play
Uh,
16 games. I could play 16 games in any league, bro. The
oh, I
fact
mean,
that they
okay.
can't stay on the court, bro. You know what it is? They don't condition their bodies well enough, man. And they're getting old as well. James Harden was older, like in his 30s. He did have that hamstring injury, but I just like you got to be able to stay healthy, bro. Kyrie is always, always, always having some injury problems, but it's like, man, that was just probably one of the where do we put that as failed dynasties of all time? Everyone wants to talk about Kobe and Kobe, Dwight, and Steve Nash.
That
Everybody wants
that
to talk
wasn't going to
about
be a
the Paul
dynasty.
Pierce.
That wasn't going to be a dynasty. I'm sorry. Kobe, Dwight, and Nash. Nash was past his prime, or that was like the first team he left after Phoenix, right?
Yeah, but then they got Karl Malone too. Like that was supposed to be a dynasty, bro.
Wait, Kobe, Nash, and oh, you got those confused. Hold on,
I got
hold on.
confused. I
Yeah,
might, because
you
I know
talking
Karl
about
Malone and Gary Payton
yeah,
were
yeah,
on the
yeah, yeah,
Lakers.
yeah, yeah. I was confused. I'm like, bro, Karl Malone was not in the league in 2013.
Bro,
What
what
you
am I
mean?
talking about? That
I
was
was like,
2013.
I was
Am I
like, what?
drunk?
I
Nah,
was
I don't
like,
know basketball. I
huh?
just told the whole world I don't know basketball.
I was
Karl
like,
Malone?
wait, I said, Karl Malone, Steve Nash, Dwight. Wait, what you on, bro? What you on?
Because I know the Lakers stashed up on like old washed superstars to try to win a championship because they were ring chasing. Like it was
Yeah,
Gary Payton and
that.
Karl Malone.
I
But
mean,
that's a different era.
there's tons of teams when you listen to like failed dynasties or failed,
Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett,
Paul
and
Pierce. Yeah, Paul Pierce
no, on the Nets. Paul Pierce, Kevin
on the
Garnett on the
Nets.
Nets. Remember? Yeah, not on the
That was
Celtics. On the
nah.
Nets.
That was. I don't know what the Nets were doing with that. I'm sorry, but that team was not going to win a championship for you, man.
2018 Cavs when they got D Rose and Dwayne Wade, Isaiah Thomas, when they tried
I
to get
can't
all
put.
those
Hey, look,
guards.
I can't say that was failed because they still went to the championship. Yeah, the players got traded, but
True, true.
they
It's
went to the
failed if you
finals.
like fail horribly.
That's what I'm
They
saying.
got where they wanted to get, so I'll give them that.
I'll say
Plus, they had to replace Kyrie, so all right, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Failed teams. I say
Failed
that
super
20.
teams,
Oh, failed super teams. Oh, I thought you were saying
because
failed.
that Nets team was a super team, bro.
I was about to, yeah. Failed super teams. Remember
Because
the DeMarcus Cousins Anthony Davis thing?
that's not a super team. That's just a stacked, bro. That team would have been so nice though.
That team would have been
But
nice.
nah, I wouldn't have put that. Maybe if they had a star point guard, you could do that. But
I'm trying to think of
nah,
any more super teams. I mean, I would. I
because
guess.
super teams is a new era thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like there's gonna be
Oh,
that
oh,
many.
oh. Could you say the Oklahoma City team with Carmelo, Paul George, and Russ?
You could, and that actually is a good conversation to have because they did have a great. Oh, and you could also do the Clippers, but hey,
I
the
was
Clippers
also
is
going to say the
kind of blown up.
Timberwolves
Yeah.
too, when they had
Which Timberwolves?
Jimmy Butler, Karl Anthony Towns, and D
Mm,
Rose. Because remember,
Wiggins
they
as
were a
well.
3 seed when they were healthy.
Would you consider that a super team?
No, I guess that was just a failed experiment though, because Jimmy Butler wanted out.
Yeah, it was a field experiment because Jimmy Butler doesn't mesh well with players that like don't put like Jimmy Butler needs players who like work their butt off. So that just wasn't going to work out. But yeah, I actually do agree Paul George Westbrook because they got Paul George when Westbrook had his MVP season. Westbrook had just had his MVP season and they got Paul George and they signed Carmelo, I think they signed for him.
Yeah,
You could put that up there as failed super teams because I was supposed to be a super team.
yeah.
But yeah. So like
Yes,
the Nets is just I feel bad for the organization because
DeMarcus Cousins on the Warriors too. I would say that was a
yeah,
failed,
because they didn't win that year.
and he was ring chasing at that point.
But that was all injuries though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
Because
I just
KD had that injury, then Clay tore his ACL.
everybody knows who follows NBA. Everybody knows if Clay didn't get hurt that game, Warriors would have came back and won that series.
Bro, Clay got hurt. He tore his ACL, sank 2 free throws, and walked off. That's
Clay,
when Clay became one of my favorite players of all time. When he
Clay
did that.
didn't get hurt, the Warriors were going to come back and win that series.
Man,
I
forget
stand.
Clay. If KD didn't get hurt, they would have lost immediately, bro. They would have got blown out.
You talking about the Raptors would have lost, right?
Yeah, the
Oh,
Raptors.
okay. I was about to say
Raptors would have got
what?
smoked, bro. But they didn't. Hey, it's almost impossible to three-peat.
I agree. I agree. But yo, Jamal, you still there?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. But yeah, the Nets series, it's just sad, man. Obviously now Ben Simmons is sitting there like, dang, what do I do now? Like,
Like the Will Smith meme. Like he just walked in there, everything is
dude was
empty.
like, hey, I guess we're gonna do some. Nah, you got it, man. You got it, Ben.
Hey, we need to start a dialogue about Ben Simmons. I told my yesterday, Ben Simmons is a bust. He's a bust. Ben Simmons is a bust.
Yeah, yeah.
Was he picked first or second?
Yeah, he was picked first, I believe. He was first overall
The
pick that year.
Sixers have had so many high overall draft picks that were busts. Michael Carter Williams, bust. Markel Fultz, bust. Ben Simmons, bust. Jahlil Okafor, bust. That's 4 all-time busts right there. Isn't that insane?
Yeah, that's actually wild when you think about it. The Ben Simmons thing, though, I'm happy. I mean, sadly, it had to take a playoff series loss for us to find that out. But I'm glad we were able to get Harden when we were able to get him because
That trade was amazing.
my gosh. I could only imagine what it'd be like if Simmons was still on Broad Street right now and the
It
Sixers.
started off bad. Harden didn't play that great when he first got here.
But
Because,
now,
whew, that
especially
trade is so good. Ben Simmons is averaging 8 points.
it's really sad when you think about it, man.
He came off the bench on Thursday.
Yeah, that's not
When
his
they
team.
had no stars.
It's not his team anymore, man. That's Cam Thomas's team now. That's Cam Thomas time now.
Just dropped his nuts on the league and said, "This is my time."
Hey, the Brooklyn Cams, man. The Brooklyn Cams.
Bruh, how do you trade Kevin Durant and Kyrie? You're stuck with Dorian Finney-Smith, Dinwiddie, and you can't even start. And you're a positionless player. Like Ben Simmons can play point guard, he can play forward, and you still can't get a roster spot on a team that just tanked. That's sad.
It's really sad, man. Like you're 26 years old. You only got 2 All-Star appearances, All NBA defense. That's it. That's all you got to your stature.
He's a great defender, but if you're picked first overall,
you're a great defender, man.
You have to change your franchise.
Hey, not even change the franchise, man.
You have to, bro. The first overall pick, that team was struggling before. They pick you first because they need you.
They picked you first to turn the team around. They picked you.
Exactly.
They had you, Joel. I mean, they literally built
that team with us, Joel, Jimmy. You could put that in a field super team.
Oh, you could.
Yeah,
you could.
Ben, Joel, and you had Jimmy.
I didn't want to say it because if they would have put that, because I mean, if the Kawhi shot didn't go in, who knows what would have happened? You know what I'm saying? Who knows? That's why I didn't want to say it was a failed super team because, I mean,
sure. It failed though. It failed.
It did.
The same thing for Kevin Durant hitting that 3. It failed. It just failed, bro.
It did.
And that is a super team. That was an insane. Jimmy Butler.
Listen. Would you consider that Raptors team, that 29, the 1 seed Raptors team that lost to LeBron in the semis or whatever? Would you consider that a failed team as well?
Failed team, not failed super. Definitely not failed. The DeRozan, Lowry, John.
I remember they were 1 seed. They were had the best record in the league and everything. And LeBron came up there in the playoffs.
LeBron made 10 straight finals in the East. It's LeBron's going to the finals. You can have every single player in the league versus LeBron. LeBron's getting in the finals.
But back to the Simmons conversation though,
he's a bust, man.
It's so sad because as Sixers fans, you look back on that that year 2019 with Butler and everything, and they literally chose between having in the offseason you coming back or not even you.
Oh, was it a him or?
No, it was
a him or me thing?
It was Tobias. But remember the whole thing about Simmons was that they needed shooters around him, right?
Yeah.
For him to give the ball to and spacing, because spacing was always an issue.
That's when we got Horford, wasn't it?
That's what I was going to say was a super team fail because they tried to paint that as a super team with Horford, Tobias, Richardson,
Redick.
Embiid. No, Redick wasn't there. Remember?
Redick was with Jimmy.
Yeah, Redick got released too. So,
wow.
When you go from having Jimmy Butler to having Josh Richardson and Al Horford, and then having to, it's really sad, man.
Then we had Seth as well.
Yeah, you look at the Sixers, man. That 3-year window, they could have at least.
We blew it, man. We blew it.
And now you have Harden. You have a team now where the team now is honestly we're 3rd in the East right now, heading into All-Star break. We're 3rd in the East. The Sixers just won tonight, which is good.
We came back and won too.
Came back. They play the Nets tomorrow, so you would think that should be a W. Play Houston on Monday, and then you got a big game against the Cavaliers on Wednesday. So
if we can get that double on Wednesday, we're looking great.
I'm
just looking back at that Jimmy Butler team, man. Jimmy Butler.
All I'm saying now is, all I'm saying now is, any Sixers fans listening, don't get worried. But if the playoffs were to start today, we would have to play Jimmy Butler in the Heat first round. I'm not trying to see that happen. No.
They gotta play us.
Okay, I like that. I like the mindset, but it's still Jimmy Butler, and we saw what happened last year.
He broke the 3 and they lost. That's at home. Wake up at 5 a.m. just to get swept.
Beat us? Didn't they beat us?
No, I don't remember. What are you talking about? What?
All right.
Huh?
But yeah,
what's he? I don't know what he's talking about.
I don't know enough about Jalen McDaniels to.
I don't know his game.
I don't know.
I don't know if we should have traded Tease for him. Tease, I like Tease as a person because we got that mural, and I think he just loves being in Philly. But I mean, get him out of here. Pack your bags. Your flight's coming up, man. He couldn't hit a three for his life.
Yeah,
He
man.
got exposed in the
No
playoffs.
bag.
They let him. Yeah,
No
he's the
bag.
most one-dimensional player. He's just strictly defense, and you can't
Thank
have that anymore,
no
bro.
no bag. Thank you, Matisse. Though you're a solid defender, but that's it.
Solid, nah, bro. He was everywhere. I'll be
Yeah.
honest. Watching him play was amazing. He was one of my favorite players because he was just everywhere. He was always getting steals. He was getting all the open steals, but he can't shoot. If you play great defense, you have to have a jumper, bro, in this league. You just have to. And he didn't. So we packed him up.
Yeah.
Gonna miss dude. Forcon Forcon Korkmaz requested a trade. Bro, that was the funniest thing I've ever seen, bro. Forcon Korkmaz requests a trade. Bro, who do you think you are?
Bro, I was crying.
You
I
are
was
not that guy. You're not him. I'm
I
sorry.
was
You're not
crying,
him.
bro. Bro, I was talking to my friend about that earlier. I was like, bro, y'all saw Kirk Mines request a trade, and we were looked at each other, bro. I was like, okay, like, oh no,
Like,
like,
bro,
or whatever. What should we do? What are we gonna do without Furcon's glorious
and guess
service?
what
Like
team he's still on? He's
the
still with
whopping
Philly.
2 points,
Yeah, bro.
bro.
He
Like
just
the
requesting a bench spot,
stop
bro.
it,
He just
stop it, man, stop it,
That's
man.
just sad.
Think about
You know who else we need to have a conversation about for Bus? I think it's time, besides Zion. So I talked to Max about this. He gave me a good point. He said, remember, um, Joel Embiid missed his first 2 seasons with injury,
Were you
and
about
he's
to say
obviously not a bust.
plus?
Zion, yeah, I was gonna say Zion was a bust, but I'm gonna say James Wiseman is a bust.
James, I'll say James Wiseman is definitely a buzz. Zion is not a buzz. If you made an All Star, look, if you made an All Star and the
He
Pelicans are
didn't
doing good
deserve
right,
it.
okay, I would not. I will say he did not deserve to start, but
Nope.
All Star, oh,
Didn't
I'll
deserve a
give.
reserve spot either.
Ooh,
He
ooh,
doesn't stay healthy, bro.
I get that.
Availability is the best ability. If you can't stay on the court, we know what Zion can do. Everyone that watches basketball knows what Zion can do. But you have to stay healthy. And if you can't, you're just gonna end up like Greg Oden. You're gonna end up like these players that are so good, but they can't stay healthy. And that's
I,
what
I
I'm seeing
we
Zion
got to
with.
see. We got to see what happens with Zion, like as like not only the season, but like as the years go on. This is like his third year in the league. Yeah,
It's
it's
his
his
third year in the league, but look at
third.
Ja. Ja already has a playoff series win. Doesn't he? Wait, does he? Wait,
Yeah,
wait,
against the
wait.
Timberwolves.
Okay, he has a playoff win. He has playoff records against the Jazz when he dropped 44.
Hey, I'm
He
fine. No, you're not.
Yeah,
No,
I don't like this gangster Ja Morant.
yeah,
I
Ja,
like
this is
the
not you, bro. This
I
is
don't know.
not you, bro. This is not you. Hey, Shannon Sharp had to set him straight, bro.
He still tries to act. I don't know. I don't like that, but I mean I know he can hoop, and I mean I think the Pelicans would be really really good with him. That's all I'm gonna say.
The
Who
Pelicans
else
with
is a
Ja?
bust? Yeah, they'd be good.
No. I think. Would you say RJ Barrett is a bust?
What was he picked? When was he
Third.
picked? Ooh. Ooh, if you're picked third, you got to be really good, bro. And
That's what
RJ
I'm
Barrett
saying.
is not really good. RJ Barrett's not even the best player on his team.
That's what I'm saying.
He's
At
not
this
even
point,
second best player on
that's what
his
I'm
team.
saying. That's why I was saying, like, would you consider RJ Barrett to be a bust?
Listen, I'm gonna say no because the potential is there. The potential is there. You don't look at RJ Barrett and say, okay, this is the best we're gonna get out of him.
Right.
And he can stay healthy, so it's different conversation than Zion because Zion, we know what he can do, and if he can play 70 games, we know he's an MVP caliber player, and that's true. But with RJ, we haven't seen the best of RJ. I don't think we have, and we know RJ can stay on the floor. RJ's very streaky though. He'll go games where he just can't shoot. He'll go months where he can't shoot, but then he'll have that one game where he drops 40, and you're like, okay, this is the guy that we're thinking about. And he's a great defender. So RJ, not yet. He was picked third, but RJ, no. I don't think he's a bust yet. Marvin Bagley, I think is a bust.
Marvin Bagley's a bust. I would say Bagley's a bust. Who else I consider a bust?
DeAndre Ayton is a bust.
Okay.
And that's a very interesting conversation, but DeAndre Ayton is a bust.
Okay. Okay.
I think in a redraft, DeAndre Ayton's not top 5.
Okay.
If you're a number 1 overall pick in a redraft, you better stay that number 1 overall pick, or else that's a bad look.
Okay.
Not
Okay.
all the time, but if you're not even in the 5, I
Dylan
think
Brooks is a bust. Dylan Brooks is
ooh,
a bust.
ooh.
Dylan
When
Brooks
was
is
he
most.
picked?
Dylan Brooks. I know heading out of. Let me see.
Where was he picked?
He,
Dylan Brooks was a bust? Oh, this is interesting.
Dylan Brooks was one of the he was highly recruited out of Oregon.
I think Dylan Brooks, we've seen what he can do. I think we've seen the max. I think we've seen his ceiling. I think Dylan Brooks is a 3-and-D guy.
Oh,
I don't think Dylan.
never mind. He was round 245. I'm
Oh,
tripping.
round 2? All
I'm
right.
tripping.
No,
I'm tripping. I'm
he's a
tripping.
great player for round 2.
Yeah, he's a great player for
I
round
think you
2.
just hate Dylan Brooks.
No. He's a great player for round 2. Never mind.
Great player for
I
round
thought
2. I would
I
love
thought
Dylan
he
Brooks
was
on the
drafted round
Sixers.
1.
Nah. So yeah, Marvin Bagley, Ayton. My argument for Ayton is a bust. Is that one, he's not the best player on his team.
Would you consider? Ooh, actually, would you consider? All right, I'll say Primo's a bust. Josh Primo's a bust for obvious reasons.
No, Josh Primo's like 10. He's so young, bro.
He's
He's
released
so
though.
young.
Like he's not on the team.
Well, I think he like groped somebody, didn't he?
Yeah, it was bad. Who else on here? I'm trying to see.
Yeah, I forgot about
Sharif
that.
Cooper's a bust.
Wait, you gotta think. When were these guys picked? I don't think Sharif Cooper was
Oh,
even
I'm
a first
tripping. Second
rounder.
round, second round, second
Yeah,
round, second
Sharif
round.
Cooper wasn't even a first rounder,
All right,
bro.
would you consider Jalen Suggs to be a bust?
Yes, because Jalen Suggs is not good, and Jalen Suggs is on a. I don't know why the Magic even picked Jalen. He was picked 4th. Now that I think about it, right? He was the 4th or 5th pick.
Yeah.
Who was he picked over?
Denny Avicii for the Wizards is a bust. Killian Hayes is a bust.
Ooh, Killian is interesting
He's
because he's playing really well recently.
He's trash.
Killian was one of the worst NBA players of all time in his first 2 seasons, but this 3rd season he's looking like still a
But
bench player, still a bum, but he's looking better. He's looking better.
I guess.
I have high hopes for Killian. I think he can turn it around, but as of right now, he's a bust. Yeah.
Let's see.
Killian was picked pretty high.
RJ Hampton was the butt.
He doesn't even play.
Yeah, he doesn't even play.
You gotta think, who are these guys drafted over? Because if they don't play and like nobody was really drafted over them, I wouldn't call them a bust. But if somebody that is like a starter is drafted over them, they're a bust. I'm having this conversation in my head about John Wall.
Oh my god! Don't even get me started, bro.
John Wall was the number 1 overall pick.
Don't even get me started.
Mistaken.
No. Let me. Can I take this one? Can I please take this one, bro?
Yes, but wait, was he number 1 overall?
John Wall was number 1 overall. Yes.
Okay, go ahead. The floor is yours.
John Wall is not a bust, and with the league is doing my man so wrong, bro. There's no way. I know the Clippers, bro. The Clippers, y'all could have traded him to any other team. Why in the world did y'all make him go back to Houston, bro? Like that's so foul, bro. That's so foul. That's so foul. John Wall.
What were the words he said? What did he say? He
said you playing with people like
trash?
Justin Pat.
What did he say?
Huh?
He said like unbelievably trash or something.
He said yeah. When I was on Houston, we were trying to lose on purpose. We had people in the starting lineup like Justin Patton.
Oh my god.
And
now he's got to play with the kid.
Now he got to play with the Rockets, bro. And now I think the Rockets are trying
they're going to buy him out.
Yeah, they're trying to buy him out.
Yeah, they're going to buy him out. John Wall?
John Wall's
it's an interesting conversation.
No.
Who was he drafted over? Was he drafted over Anthony Davis?
John Wall and Anthony Davis are not in the same draft, I believe.
Okay. I know they're around the same. I think John Wall was like, 2012? Anthony Davis, 2011 or something?
Let me search out John Wall draft class, bro.
Yeah, you got to look at these draft classes.
Let me search out 2010 draft class, bro.
Okay, 2010.
I will never
let you it was him, Kyrie, and AD. I think they were the 3 overall.
I will never hear you say that John Wall is a bust. Never.
All right, let's see some names that he was drafted over. He was number 1 overall.
Let's see.
Hasn't won a playoff series.
All right, so here's who's in the draft class. You got John Wall, Evan Turner, Derek Favors, Wesley Johnson, DeMarcus Cousins, Ikpe Udo, Greg Monroe, Al-Farouq Aminu, Gordon Hayward, Paul George.
Okay, Paul George.
No names. Kevin Seraphin, Avery Bradley. Gosh, man.
Yeah, this is a terrible draft class.
Jordan Crawford. Oh my gosh, man.
This is a bad draft class. Okay, he's on a bus. He's safe.
But
if he was drafted over some great players, he would be a bust. But nah, he was the best player from that.
That's what I'm saying. He's the best player in the draft. Best player in the draft.
No.
He's
No,
not.
Paul George is
He's
better.
not a
Paul George is better. Paul George
what?
is better.
No,
Paul George is
no,
better. Paul George is better than John Wall.
bro. Y'all gonna stop saying John Wall's a bust though. Y'all not gonna
He's
do
not.
that.
He's not. I'll give him his props. He's
Thank
not a
you,
bust.
thank you. He's not a bust, man. Y'all,
You
he's
know who
not.
I'm thinking about? Ooh, Damian Lillard. No, Damian wasn't the first pick.
What?
Nah, Dame's not a bust. Dame will never be a bust. He's good.
Low
He's really
key.
good.
Let me look up LeBron's draft class.
Well, I look that up. You gonna make an argument for LeBron being a bust?
Would
He
you
was.
say? Oh, hold on. 2004 draft class. Hold on.
I know Darko was drafted over like Melo.
Yeah, you know, yeah. Darko Milicic. That makes me mad. That makes me mad.
Porzingis. I think Porzingis was a very good pick, but not for the
Yeah,
Knicks.
Porzingis wasn't even picked round 1, I believe.
Yes, he was. He was like the fourth pick, Denari.
He was.
Yeah.
Porzingis was fourth.
I'm positive Porzingis went fourth. Positive.
Gosh. All right? Would you consider Chet Holmgren
Ooh,
your bust?
nah, of course not. I think Lonzo's a bust.
I'll say that's debatable because Lonzo been hurt.
Yeah, but for only for the Lakers, not for his career. I think for the Lakers, he was a bust.
Okay.
Lonzo was horrible on the Lakers. Horrible. But once they got rid of him, he started balling out in New Orleans. So I
Jaden
think
Ivey. Jaden Ivey. Would you consider him to be a bust?
nah, you can't call a rookie a bust unless he like dies or something. No rookie that was drafted this year is a bust. I do think Jabari Smith Jr. You can have that conversation because he's not better than Paulo, but either then
I remember
no.
people were trying to compare him to KD, bro. I was like, what? I
Any
was
skinny person would be compared to
you
KD.
said,
That's just
yeah,
the
man.
effect on
He got.
KD.
Would you say Michael Porter Jr. is a bust?
Who was he drafted over?
Let me see. Because I remember when he came in, everybody was like, he's like KD. And I was
Oh
like,
yeah,
y'all got to stop, bro. Let me see.
Kevin Knox is a bust. Frank
Oh, yeah.
Ntilikina is a bust. Any Knicks pick in the last 10 years is a bust.
2018 NBA draft.
But yeah, we got to start having this conversation about Ben being a bust, man.
Oh, he was in the same draft class as DeAndre Ayton, Marvin Bagley, Luca.
Marvin Bagley is a bust.
Oh, yeah. Who else is in this draft class? Yeah, he was in the same draft class with them. Michael Porter Jr. Zaire Smith is a bust. He was round 1. Um,
Well, is he round one like late or early?
round one,
Only
round 116.
I don't think anyone under like 10 can be considered a bust unless he was like drafted over like
What's
Jokic or
Jerome
something.
Robinson? What the bro? Some of these drafts were reach. Mo Bamba's a bust, man. Wendell Carter Jr. is a bust too. No, Wendell
Whoa,
Carter Jr. is
Wendell
a
can
bust.
hoop though.
He's a bust.
Wendell can hoop though. He can hoop.
No, you know
Like
who else?
you have to consider like when he was drafted.
You know who else is a bust though? Harry Giles, bro.
Oh, when was he picked? I know he was picked pretty high, wasn't he? Like six?
Harry Giles. I remember that, bro.
I
He
remember
played.
that name. Kings. Yo, Davion Mitchell, you can have that conversation because he doesn't even play, bruh. And he was
He
picked
was.
really high.
Is he still in the league? Oh, he's in the G League right now.
Davion?
No, Harry Giles.
Oh.
Harry Giles is
Yeah,
like
but James Wiseman is definitely very interesting.
how old
That
is
was
he?
the LaMelo Anthony Edwards, right? Or no? Or were they no. LaMelo. Oh, I can't remember.
Davion Mitchell was last year, I believe.
Yeah, Davion Mitchell was last year, but James Wiseman, he was like, was he with LaMelo or Anthony Edwards?
James Wiseman was with LaMelo because I
And
remember
who
he
went
got drafted.
first?
LaMelo went third. Wiseman went second.
Who went first?
Let me see. I'm pretty sure it was LaMelo Ball draft class. Anthony Edwards went first.
So Ant and LaMelo were in the same draft class?
Yeah, Ant and LaMelo were in the same draft class. Ant was first. Wiseman was second. Ball was third.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Come on, bro. Come on. That's obviously a bust right there. How do you go from Anthony Edwards and LaMelo Ball and you got James Wiseman third? So
Because
James
you
Wiseman
got to
was
admit, when James Wiseman was in college, he was nice. And the whole thing was about Wiseman coming into the league was he could shoot, but he could also drive, get boards, space the floor, and stuff like that, and make it so easy for Steph and Clay when they got
Yeah, I
healthy.
saw his highlights.
And
I'm not impressed right now. He got traded,
oh yeah,
so
yeah.
automatically he's a bust.
Everybody thought he was gonna be something, but when he got there, it was bad, and it wasn't a good fit. So that's why they traded him.
I think for the final thing, the last thing I want to say about the NBA is
Mhm.
that Luca for trade was not a win-win trade.
That Luka for trade was highway robbery, man.
I
That
mean, Trey
that
Young
was
has regressed.
that Luka for trade was highway robbery, bro. It,
That I don't know why people keep saying it's the most even trade
they said it was a
of all
win-win.
time.
It was definitely a win-loss, man.
You lose that trade if you
It
don't
was
get Luca.
definitely a win-loss, man.
It doesn't
That
matter. You like, oh, the Luca doesn't fit the Hawks system. Luca is a generational talent. He fits any system.
Trey
Put
Young,
him on any team, he gets 36 and
Trey Young
6.
can give you like 30, 30 and 10 maybe, but Luka's giving people like 60, 20 and 10.
Trey Young will
Like,
never have a 60-20 game
bro,
ever.
imagine Luka Doncic with Clint Capella off a pick and roll, bro.
Bro, man,
Oh my
not a win-win
god.
trade. Trey Young has regressed. I'm not gonna say we've seen the best of Trey Young. Definitely not. Trey Young could. I think Trey has the potential to be an MVP. I think Trey Young could be
No.
so good.
I don't I think his best was at the 2021 playoffs, man.
Yeah,
I
exactly. I
think
mean,
that
we've
was his
seen what he
best
can do in
season.
the playoffs, but he's just so little. I think if you put a Ben Simmons on him, if you put someone that's just gonna hawk him down, he's gonna struggle, and we've
I'm
seen that.
saying. We've seen that before.
In the playoffs, he struggled when Ben Simmons was on him. He shot
He
like what,
struggled when
0 for
Giannis switched on him.
14?
He struggled
Yeah,
when
bro.
Giannis switched on him. Like Trey,
But I think
Trey
Trey Young can go crazy, but he's been regressing. Doesn't mean anything. He'll probably pick it up next season, hopefully.
I mean,
But we
hopefully.
haven't seen the best of Luca, and I feel like we've seen the best of
I
Trey.
already feel like this Javante Murray and Trey Young experiment in Atlanta, that's not working.
DeJounte
I,
Murray is so good though.
he's good, yeah. Don't get me wrong, he's good, but I feel like it's not working. I feel like they're trying to do something down there. I don't think it's paying dividends. I mean, they beat the Suns last night, but we all know, like in a week or so, when KD plays and touches down in Phoenix, it's wraps. So, I mean,
Stop.
all right, let me just say this. This is what I'll end off with. The Grizzlies are no longer the Grizzlies. Y'all can just start focusing on the offseason right now. Y'all not making it past second round. Whether y'all see Phoenix, Denver, LA,
Oh, Denver.
yeah,
Oh my God.
yeah,
You're naming teams that I would not want to see in the first round.
bro.
The, the West just went from like
The
decent to crazy.
Remember how we were saying before the season, or how people were saying before the season, like the playoff picture and everything, and they were talking about the teams that like were like trash in like years prior, but now like they're making a run and like the playoffs like 1 through 8, like it's different and everything like that,
Yeah,
bro.
that's
It's
done
pretty
now.
at this point. It's yeah, it's over now.
Yeah.
It's
Sorry,
over
Kings,
now.
but yeah.
Yeah, like the Sacramento, they're gonna do their thing, but if Sacramento get that 8 seed,
Sorry. Yeah,
and I
you don't
gotta
want to.
and I
Yeah.
gotta play Kevin Durant first round,
You gotta play Kevin. You gotta play Denver.
no,
You gotta play Kevin Durant. You gotta
no.
play.
And then
And you
even
got
if you,
Los Angeles as a play-in team.
I think what I was saying before I left was basically how Luka, yeah, for the Grizzlies, they're not gonna be fine in the West. That's basically what it's gonna be like. And yeah, I don't really see them making out the second round. I definitely don't see them winning a finals anytime soon. Memphis is not gonna be able to. They're gonna be able to compete for second rounds and stuff, but other than that, they're not gonna really be able to do much. I mean, they
Memphis
got.
kind of they should have made a movement low key.
I mean, they got Luke Kennard, but what's that
Oh, they
gonna do?
did. Oh, I like that. I like that
I
for them.
I
Luke
mean
is good.
that's cute, but like, I mean, what
Yeah,
else they gonna do?
it's cute.
Like,
It's not gonna win you a championship or
I
nothing,
mean,
but
like
it's cute.
that's not like no championship move or anything like that.
Nah, nah, nah.
I mean that's a cool, like, if you try to make a second round, like, hey, you got
Hey,
it. But
Luke
like,
Kennard could hit a three,
yeah,
one
yeah,
for
you,
5 for 3. You know what I'm saying?
he had a three, cut your deficit down to 22 or whatever. But at the end
Bro,
of the
I
day,
really like Mason Plumlee to the Clippers. I love that trade. I love everything the Clippers did this entire trade.
I
Kept
don't
Terrence Mann, traded away John Bum,
don't do that.
traded away Reggie Bumson, traded away Luke Kennard.
I do like how they got Bones Highland though. I do like that they got
I
Bones
forgot
Highland.
about Bones. I was so focused on what's his name. I forgot about Bones,
I
bruh.
do like that they got Bones Highland. Denver made a huge mistake getting rid of that guy. I don't know why they got rid of Bones Highland, but hey, he gonna cook up in LA
Nah,
though.
Bones won it out, I think.
He did? Oh, that's even
Yeah,
better.
yeah.
Right. Yeah, Bones gonna be cooking in LA then. But you mean,
He's not
yeah.
gonna start though, because they're gonna get
Oh
Westbrook.
yeah, no doubt, no doubt. He's definitely not starting. They getting Westbrook.
No, they're gonna
I
get
feel like
Westbrook.
I feel like outside of John Wall, the worst thing to happen in the free agency was Pat Bev. That man, I could only kill to be Pat Bev for like those 24 hours. That dude said gang is back together and got traded.
Wait, he said that?
Yeah, he was like the gang is back because D'Lo and him on the same team. And
Bro, he's cursed, bro. Remember when he was like grit and grind, let's go, when he got traded to the Grizzlies?
forget about that. Remember when that dude said to Steph Curry, he said the last 5 years were yours, the next are mine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
When Paul George and Kawhi got traded, he was like, "We just won the effing championship."
bro, that dude was like, bro, I'm so weak, bro, because Pat Bev was like,
Pat Bev just gets tossed around, dude. They're working on a buyout right now. It's like, where is he gonna go?
bro,
Who
nobody
wants
wants
him?
Pat Bev, bro.
Bro, this
You're
is his whole
safe.
career. He got traded.
He got traded from
Where'd
Houston
he go after the Clippers? Where'd he go after the Clippers?
Timberwolves.
No. He got bounced around before he went to the Timberwolves.
No,
Remember, because
he
he got traded to the Grizzlies,
he did go to Memphis
and then he got traded again.
to the Timberwolves.
I think he went somewhere before that, and then traded again.
All I know is that he started his career off in Houston, then he went to another team, then he went to another team, and then he surprisingly wound up in the Timberwolves. That's when that whole NBA Finals celebration thing took place, where he had like he just clinched the division and won the finals or
Yeah,
something.
you can tell everybody.
Bro, that had me
Yeah,
weak. Bro, that
you
dude was
can tell.
crying. That dude was crying, bro. I'm like,
Dude,
bro, like what, bro? Like,
congrats. You beat an injured Clippers team and put them out
congrats,
the
yeah,
play-in. Like,
congrats. Y'all
they would
beat
have
the
lost in the
Clippers.
first round anyway.
Congrats, y'all beat the Clippers. Y'all lost in 5 to the
Hey, PG and 4.
and PG and 4, man. PG and 4. But yeah,
Still act like a Paul George fan now. You
hey,
just said John Wall's, but bro, this is what I hate about Denari. This is a fan of everybody, bro.
bro. All I'm saying is Pat Bev got tossed around. Pat
He
Bev couldn't
got
even get
tossed
through.
around.
Pat
Remember when he
Bev
was
could.
in Utah?
Oh my gosh, bro, I forgot about that. That was terrible, bro. It's just wild to me because Pat Bev was talking all this stuff in the season before the season started about the Lakers gonna be the best team and how talking about like him and Bron going. He said LeBron never had a dog like me before, bro. Like,
Bro, he remember him and Westbrook had that beef,
I mean, yeah, but
and they played together.
they
LeBron and
both
him
got traded together.
chirped.
They really took that friendship to a whole new height, bro. They both got traded together.
What team is he on now? He's on the Magic now, and then they're working on a buyout. Where's he gonna go?
No one
Dude's
wants
like
to.
Ish Smith. Like he's just everywhere.
But Ish Smith can give you a cool 10 points off the bench, though.
Ish
Ish
Smith
Smith
was
is still
clean.
cold. Ish Smith is cold.
He's
I
like the
love Ish Smith.
definition of just pure hoops.
That dude's a pure hooper, bro. I love Ish Smith, man.
He's
Ish
just
Smith, come back to Philly, man.
no. You're
But
good, but hey, Ish, we won a championship, not a backup point guard. You feel what I'm saying?
yeah, you
Hey,
good. Hey, you got it. But yeah, but that's gonna do it, man, for this episode, man. As always, Jamal, you want to say anything before we leave, man?
uh, man, I don't know, man. Hey, go Birds. That's all I gotta say. Go
Hey,
Birds. Go
be
Birds.
hey,
Go
be
Birds.
safe. If you're in the city of Philadelphia, be safe,
Yeah.
man.
Be safe. Be
We
safe. Be
try to
safe.
gain more listeners. You're not trying to lose too many, but like be safe. You know, look out for y'all. Look out for yourselves. Make sure y'all party responsibly, drink responsibly too. And I feel so old saying that. You feel me? But
You are just an old head, bro.
yeah, John Wall's the best. Thank y'all for tuning in to this episode
Gut,
of the
gut,
Young
gut,
Bulls.
gut, 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 gut,
Bro, come on, bro.
gut,
Come
gut,
on,
gut,
bro.
gut.
Come on, bro. Thank y'all for tuning into this episode of the Young Bulls podcast. Always gonna find us on Apple, Spotify. Yeah. Thank y'all for tuning in and peace.
Peace.